I believe that I understand how your deception works. But that is, how would you build on this foundation to save the people of...
Ah, good. Of course the Iudex of Fontaine has pinpointed the crux. I'm sure you've long sensed that the oratories...
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness. And Linny did mention that he heard a human... It now seems that that person was you.
And then I became one with the oratories, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me. Yes, it would seem so. Alas, your understanding of this... In truth, it is no enactor of justice. It is, in fact, a divine... Oh, you have it. And to be more precise, not only will the oratories take down the... I mean, my work over these last 500 years has been to constant... But really, some have already discovered that only a small fraction, the vast majority has been, had to be...
It was all a part of your plan then? Both the...
Indeed. This power, accrued over 5 centuries, could have sustained Fontainians for millennia, had it only been used for that purpose. But only power of this magnitude could hope to destroy the Hydro Archon's divine throne, shaking the...
So the Oratrice's call for death was for neither Farina nor Focalor, but for the Hydro Archon. The destruction of that divine throne, if I do not misunderstand...
Returning what's rightfully yours to you, of course. In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the Hydro Archon to the Hydro Dragon of this planet.
But...
No, what? Getting sad again, are we? The authority of the ancient dragons shall soon be yours once more, O Hydro Dragon.
All you've done throughout the years is just so you can sacrifice yourself.
I've never quite seen it that way, you know. Even now, I'm quite pleased at how well my deception... Hydro Dragon, don't cry. I must say, had it been within my rights, I would have loved to judge the heavenly... Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea. And I, for my part, am the god of justice. And is it not just that you're Speaking of justice, I have always believed that justice lies in the So, if the theft of the primordial sea's might was Fontaine's original sin, then, leaving matters of procedural right and wrong aside, the descent of the Fontainians as humans and their right to of defying the prophecy and ensuring that Fontaine's people shall live at this point. Iudex Neuvillette, the highest judge in our land.
So when I was invited to the court of Fontaine to serve as Iudex, I see now that that was your... At last. In the beginning, I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 you are a devious... Things being as they are. Surely you know that I could never declare them to be guilty.
The hour of my execution is almost here. For the sinner, the curtain call has come. I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common. Farewell, Neuvillette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
I, Udex Nuvelet, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
Wherever in...
What just happened?
Was that bright light some sort of misdirection? I have a feeling that something huge...
But since we're all still alive and haven't been dissolved...
It's time to end this. We must mete out punishment to that beast.
But... didn't you say just a moment ago that
I have gained the strength sufficient to deal with it. Through certain means, I now have the ability to separate. We should seize the opportunity to pursue...